So next is the insertion of a new node at the end. Okay. And here also, in all the insertion, in all the three cases of insertion at beginning, at the end, and at the middle location, we will consider, I already mentioned, we will consider two cases. First one is insertion into an empty linked list, and second one, insertion into a non-empty list. Okay. So this empty linked list, insertion into an empty linked list part is common for all the three cases, because anyways, regardless of the cases, at the end, at the beginning, or at the middle location, insertion into an empty linked list contained only the header node, and we are adding a new node as the first node. Okay, so this part, this diagram and the corresponding code is common for all the three cases. So you need not worry about it. Okay, that is why I considered all the cases with empty linked list and non-empty linked list. Okay. And what is the difference if we don't consider this like that? Actually, for the first case, in the beginning, we can perform, instead of considering as two cases, as a single case itself, we can perform that case. But if we provide like this, it would be common for all the three cases, and it would be easy for you to remember. Okay. So this is also a method to perform insertion. So empty linked list is common for all the cases. Then considering the non-empty linked list. So insertion, before insertion, we are considering the diagram. 3 nodes are enough. Say 10, 20. So for easiness, I am writing only H. Okay. So suppose the new node, I am always writing the first element as 10. Okay. So let it be 15, because we need to make the new node uniform always. So the new node to be inserted, let it contain element 10. So the explanation for all the cases could be the same. Okay. So what are we about to do? We will reset the pointer of the last node to the new node, and this is our new node. And after insertion, so in this case, what we do? We should get a pointer, we should get a name or a reference in order to make the pointer part of the last node to our new node. We should have a name for this node. Okay, we can never jump into the last node. So what can be done? For that, we require our search procedure or traversal procedure. We should make a pointer to reach this node, the last node, not after the last node's location, till the last node. So for that, what we need to provide the condition, header dot next, ptr is, because we make a pointer ptr to point to this node, then we could traverse this pointer till the last node, and once, this is our new node, I forgot it. Okay, we should traverse this ptr to reach the last node. On reaching the last node, we should come out of the loop. Then we can simply reset ptr.next is equal to new. Is that simple? Okay. So after insertion, that we will consider in our code. So after insertion, our diagram would be like this: the node which contain 15. This is the node which contain 20, and the last node is 10. 20, 10. This is 15. Very simple to draw this diagram. Once you are clear with the concept, you also can draw this diagram in a fast way. Okay, you need not worry about it. So this is our header. So after, when we draw the diagram after insertion, then we need not specify this new node, because after insertion there is no more new node, because that node has become a part of the current linked list. So we can draw as a single linked list. Okay. So, considering the code, first part is make new node ready for insertion. So this consists of what all part? Allocating memory for the new node, getting the data from the user, you set the data part and the link part of the new node. So till this part is common for all the cases, new node ready. Then first is empty case. So in empty case, we should check if header dot next is equal to null. If it is equal to null, what we need to do? We should reset header dot next is equal to new. So header dot next is equal to new. Okay, so that part is empty part is done. Then coming into the second part, that is else part. What should be done first? PTR should be pointed to the first node. So make PTR to point to which node? PTR is equal to header dot next. So header dot next. So even if I am writing this h here, this is header only. Okay, so don't get confused with the term h and header. Both are same. This is for saving the space. I wrote it as small h. So PTR is equal to header dot next. So we need a PTR to point to this point. Then we need to traverse till the last node. If suppose some 10 elements, 10 nodes are there, then we need to start the traversal from the first node. Then we should reach the last node. Okay. So for that, I am applying a loop while PTR dot next not equal to null. So this loop will reach us till the last node. Okay. So within that, we should provide just one code. PTR is equal to PTR dot next. Okay. So this loop will work until we reach the last node. Then once we are out of the loop, that means we would be pointing, or PTR would be pointing the last node. Then what is the remaining step? We just need to reset the pointer of last node. That is PTR dot next is equal to the new node. What is the name of new node? It is new. So after coming out of the, you should notice the alignment which I am writing. Okay. So next is PTR dot next is equal to new. So with that, our insertion is over. Okay. So this is the code for insertion of a new node at end. So next case we are going to consider this. This was the case we discussed in the last session. Insert a new node at the end. So next we are going to insert at any location. Any location. So I already mentioned inserting a new node into an empty linked list is common for all the cases. So this part is common for any case, any location case at the end and at the beginning. Okay, we need to change only the remaining part. So shall I rub this part? This is the same diagram which we discussed. So we will discuss only the non-empty part. Okay, because this space is not enough to explain it. So non-empty. So whenever we write any algorithm, we would consider the general cases only. And when we implement these cases, some special cases can be there. For any program, whenever we execute, some rare set of examples are always there. That is, when we write a general code, that would work for almost 98% of input, but for some 2% of input, that code won't work. For satisfying those 2% of example, we need to specify some extra condition. So that is applied for any program, any computer program. We need to satisfy some special cases for some set of example, and those examples are known as rare set of example for any program. Okay, and like the same in our program also, we are writing a general code for inserting a new node at at the end or at the beginning and at any location, and it is a general code. Okay, so considering the non-empty case, let's consider the diagram. So this is before header, say start from 15, then next some 30, then next some 20. Fine. So here what we want is, along with getting a new value for the new node, we also need to get a key value also. After which node we need to perform, or before which node. This again can be performed in two ways. Before some specified node we can perform. That is, if our key value is 30, then we can perform the insertion in between 15 and 30. And if the key value is 30 in the second method, we can insert the element after 30. Both the methods are also fine. So we would be adopting either one method. So let's insert our new node before the specified node, before the key element. Okay. So our element, suppose 30 is our key element, then we would be like, we would be entering our new node in between 30 and 50. So here we want to enter our new node. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to reset the pointers of this node into new node, and the next part of new node to this part. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. And you listen to, notice this diagram. Right now it doesn't have a name. Okay. And this node also doesn't have a name. And what if we have name for both these nodes? It would be very easy to perform the operation. Suppose I am providing two names, PTR1 and PTR2, to these nodes. Okay, just imagine. So how can we reset these pointers? You just provide these pointers links. PTR1.next is equal to new.next is equal to PTR2. It is that simple. Okay. So whenever you perform an operation, if you provide a name to a node, then it would be very easy to perform that operation. So let's give that name. It is not a tedious task, right? So if some pointer reference is there, then we can provide that name. So how can we provide that name into a particular node? First we need to traverse to this, traverse and reach this node, right? This can be some 25th node. Right now we have taken only 3 nodes into consideration, but it can be a very big single linked list in which the 30 node which contain element 30 can be at position 25th node. So it would be far away from our header node. That is what I am. So inserting at any location, we were considering this diagram. So right now we are about to insert this node. This is our new node with value 10. So we are about to enter this node in between 15 and 30. That is, our key value is 30. Okay. So I already mentioned in insert at any location, we would be specifying one more information. Other than the data to the new node, we would be entering one more information, that is, enter the key value before which element you like to insert the new element. So like that the program should ask us, then we should enter the key element. If I am entering 30, then I already mentioned in 2 methods we can do it. That is, if I am specifying 30, after the element 30 we can insert the new element, or before the key element we can insert the new element. So right now we are going to adopt the method before the key element we are going to insert the element. Okay. So right now our key element is 30. So when we coming to the code part or the algorithm part, I already mentioned the empty part is same as that of insert at beginning and insert at end. So without any doubt we can write it. If header dot next is equal to null. So you are clear with this concept right now, right? Because the same code we considered in insert at beginning and insert at end. So inserting a new node into an empty list is always the same. So if header dot next is equal to null, then we can assign header dot next is equal to new. That's all. Because already our new node is ready for insertion. After making our new node ready for insertion only, we will perform the insertion operation. So anyways, our new node is ready for insertion. So the only thing remaining to do is, that is also in the empty path, empty insertion into an empty linked list is header dot next is equal to new. That is we just need to make, this is our header node and this is our new node. So I have already explained this case, still I am explaining once again. So this is our case. So what we need to do is we just need to reset this link part to point to new. This is the only thing we need to know, need to do in the empty linked list insertion. Okay. And right now we are considering only the non-empty part because this part was common for all the three cases, insert at beginning, end and at any location. Then this else part. So this is our non-empty. Else means insert into non-empty linked list. So this is our common part, just for your information I wrote it. Then, okay, so in non-empty, what should we do first? Anyways, we need a pointer, temporary pointer to traverse. Okay, and here in addition to assigning or using a temporary pointer, we are doing one more thing, that is, we are making another pointer to follow our first pointer. And what is the need of that? I'll explain. See, for that, else a number of codes are coming, so I'm putting the brace. So I'm writing ptr is equal to header dot next. So this is as usual we are doing, that is, I'm making a pointer ptr to point to the first node. Or let's take the key node. No, let's take itself. So PTR, I made PTR to point to the first node which contains the data element. That is, this node is the reference of header. Header dot next points to this node. So I made a PTR to point to this node. Okay. So PTR is equal to header dot next. Then what am I supposed to search? I should reach the element which contains our key element. Okay. Or if the key element is present, then we should reach the key element, and there can be a case where the key element is not present. If we are entering the key element by mistake and if we are entering an element which is not present in the list, then that case also our program should consider, right? So we should write a general code for that, which considers both these cases, that is, the key element present and the key element is not present. Okay. So I'm giving the code to perform the traversal while ptr dot data not equal to key, and this loop is same as that of our search loop. Key and ptr dot next not equal to null. Then you notice what am I going to do? I am assigning one another pointer. ptr1 is equal to ptr. Then ptr is equal to ptr dot next. Okay, so you just imagine what will happen when we execute this one. So right now I have made a pointer ptr to point to this node. Okay, so we check the condition. After making ptr to header dot next, we are checking why ptr dot data not equal to key. Here ptr dot data is not equal to key because our key value is 30. Okay, so this condition returns the true value. Then ptr dot next not equal to null. Here ptr dot next is not equal to null. So we can proceed. So how can we proceed? ptr1 is equal to ptr. That is, let me wrap this heading. This is already not in, right? So okay, so I am making ptr1 is equal to ptr. So I am making another pointer ptr1 to point to the place of ptr. It is very easy to make one pointer to point to a node which is already having a name. And right here, this node, name of this node is ptr already, and we are making another pointer ptr1 to point to this node. And what is the next step? ptr is equal to ptr dot next. That is, after making another pointer to point to this node, we are moving ptr from here to next node. Okay, so you just check what happened right now. What we did is, we made another pointer ptr1 to follow this ptr. Okay, And you just imagine now our key value is 20 just for this case. Okay, our key value is 20. So in this case again we'll check whether ptr.data is equal to key. No. Whether ptr.next is equal to null. No. Then we'll perform the same step. What? ptr1 is equal to ptr. So ptr1 will repoint here. Then ptr is equal to ptr.next. I'm explaining the case by taking the example key value was 20. Okay. That is, I'm trying to explain how this PTR is moving and how this PTR1 is following. So we are making our PTR to move forward and PTR pointer PTR1 to follow PTR. Okay. So for that, we have written this loop. And when this PTR reaches the node which contain our key value, then what happens? So right now PTR again coming back to our example with key value 30. Okay. So right now our key value is 30 and PTR is at this node which contain our key element. So on reaching PTR at this node, again on checking the condition, PTR.data not equal to key, but here PTR.data is equal to key. Okay, so our condition returned a false value, then we'll come out of the loop. And once we are out of the loop, what is the status of our PTR and PTR1? Right now, PTR is pointing to the node which contain our key element and PTR1 is pointing at the previous node of PTR. Okay. Now you just think how can we insert our new node in between these two nodes? It is very easy, right? Why it is easy? Because we are about to insert our new node in between PTR and PTR1. Both the two nodes, both these nodes are having names. So it is very easy to rearrange the pointers. How can we make it? PTR, what we need to do? PTR1 dot next is equal to new dot next is equal to PTR. Very simple. So I hope now you would have understood the concept how to reset the pointers, right? Here, PTR1 dot, what we need to do? We need to make the next pointer of this node to point to new node. Then the next pointer of new node to point to PTR. So how can it be implemented? I'm writing here after coming out of the loop. PTR1 dot next is equal to new. Then new dot next is equal to PTR. So that is the case we can perform. Okay. And again, one more case we specified, that is, what if the key element is not there, right? So for that, we can rearrange this case. That is, we'll provide one more condition. Okay. We'll write one more condition. Actually, space is not there. Still, we'll adjust. If PTR dot data, I'm closing the brace here for the space problem. I'm writing this, I'm keeping this brace over here. Okay. So when you write, you adjust it. Okay. So PTR dot data is equal to key, then only we need to proceed. Okay. So if PTR dot data is equal to key, then only you perform this operation. That is PTR1 dot next is equal to new. The next step I'm writing here itself, that is new dot next is equal to PTR. So I'm closing this if. Okay. And the else part of this if, what is the else part? I'm writing it here. So don't get confused. Else key not found. So this part is for handling the case where our key element is not present. Okay. So if part I opened and closed, else part only one statement. So there is no need of extra brace. And we need to close the else part also. Okay. The first else. So this is else 1. This is the else once opening, and we are closing that else over here. Okay. So this is the case of inserting a node at any location in a single linked list. I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you. So we completed the code for insert at any location. Then we need to consider one more diagram, that is after insertion. This was the diagram before insert at any location in non-empty case, right? So I hope you have written all these codes. So let me rub this part. So we need to consider the diagram after insertion also. Then only our diagram will be complete. So after insertion, draw the diagram as making this new node as a part of our existing linked list. So first node with value 15, then which is the next node? Next node with value 10. This was our new node. And after insertion, there is no more new node. We don't need the name new, because right now it has become a part of our single linked list. Okay, 10. Then next node with element 30. Then the last element with element 20. Okay. So this is our diagram after inserting the element at any location. Okay. So when you write the algorithm, you first draw the diagram before insertion, then diagram after insertion, then you write the pseudo code for algorithm. Then only our case will be complete. Okay. So this is the case of insert at any location before and after diagram.